Today on CWN, Mrs. Duke worked extremely hard on the sophomore hallways.
And Mrs. Martinez won Teacher of the Week. I'm Maddie.
And I'm Brandon, and today is Monday, October 21st, 2024.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and the pledge to the Texas flag.
The Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The Texas Pledge. Under the Texas flag, I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible.
Mrs. Duke and some of our sophomore students were extremely busy this weekend working on our hallways around the school. Let's see how Mrs. Duke and Dr. Hotchkiss made this possible.
Hey cats, I'm here with Miss Duke. So Miss Duke, you and Dr. Hotchkiss are the sophomore class sponsors. What did y'all do to decorate our hallway this year?
So the students came in ever since we decided we were doing Finding Nemo. They came in every day after school, and we made different corals using loofahs, tree branches, foam, coffee filters, cupcake filters, and we put a lot of effort. So this is what it turned out, and we love it, and we hope everybody enjoys it as well.
Well, great job to y'all. It looks great. Thank you, and back to the studio.
Speaking of our creative hallways, the seniors' hallway seems to be looking pretty great. If you haven't seen it yet, here's a little tour.
Good morning, Calallen. Today, I'm going to take you through a little tour of the senior hallway, which is based off of the Disney Pixar movie Coco. Let's begin. This little area right here is where Mama Coco is, which is Miguel's great-grandmother. And this right here is the La Ofrenda, what's on the top being the great musician Hector. And this right here is the Senior Guitar Memorial. This little section right here is where Hector and De La Cruz were as skeletons when they were dead. And this final section right here is a picture of Miguel and Hector. And that was a little tour of the senior hallway based on the Disney Pixar movie Coco. Thank you. Back to the studio.
Attention students and teachers, let's get excited about tomorrow because we're going to have a Dress Like Your Hallway Day. We are so excited to see everybody's hallways themed clothes.
Good morning, Calallen. Tomorrow's dress up thing is Dress Like Your Hallway, so if you have Monsters Inc., dress up as Monsters Inc. And thank you. Now back to the studio.
Congratulations, Mrs. Martinez, for winning Teacher of the Week last week. This is the first time she has ever won Teacher of the Week. Let's see how she feels.
Hi, Gwen. I'm here with Ms. Martinez. Ms. Martinez, it's your first time getting Teacher of the Week. Can you tell us about that?
Yes, I'm honored. I am very pleased, and it was a big surprise, and I'm truly honored that they've chosen me this week.
Yes, ma'am. Are you excited?
I am. We are ready to beat TM. So yes, we are. We are ready.
Yes, ma'am. I hope you have a great day.
Thank you.
Back to you.
Now let's send it over to Kelly with Wildcat Media.
Thank you, anchors. Welcome back to Wildcat Media. Wildcat Media is sponsored by Sonic America's Drive-In. Congratulations to Taylor Paredes on her 500 career kills as a sophomore. That is a huge accomplishment, and make sure to tell her congrats on the hallways. And if you would like to see more on that, make sure to check out Calallen Class of 2027 on Instagram. Now that's all for media. Back to the anchors.
Thank you, Callie.
Now let's send it over to Lauren with a rundown of sports after this quick break.
Coach, may I go to the restroom? Wildcat Sports is brought to you by Southern Charm Home Cookin'. Volleyball has been up to some interesting things lately. Jaden, one of our very own players, is here to tell us how they played against Laredo last week. Let's see how they did.
Hey Cats, today I'm here with Jaden. So Jaden, last Friday we played against Laredo Harmony and we had another program sweep. What are some things about the game?
We did some good things. There was some things we could work on, but overall I think everyone did really well.
And tomorrow we play against TM here at 6 o'clock. Do you think we're going to have another program sweep?
Yes, I think we're going to sweep them in 3, and JV 1 and 2 are going to sweep them in 2.
Thank you so much. Back to the studio.
Congratulations to all of our football players for winning the game last week against TM. Though TM had a lot to say on our social medias, our Calallen football players did not back down. We spoke to Coach Hernser to give us the rundown on that.
Hey Cats, I'm here with Coach Hernser. So I heard y'all had a game against Tolosa. Can you tell me about that?
Yeah, sure. We played Tolosa Midway. They hadn't beaten us since 1983, and there was a lot of talk online that this year might be the year that they finally get us. But, obviously that wasn't the case. We came out with a 35-14 win. We're not all about that talk online. We just talked with our shoulder pads, came out, hit them hard all game long. All 3 phases of the game contributed. Special teams had a big return for a touchdown. Defense hit them all night and stopped them pretty well. And offense, obviously, we thought we played our best game of the year. So, you put all 3 of those phases together and usually come out on top, and we did. It was a good game.
That's awesome. Thank you, and back to the studio.
Speaking of football, we also spoke to Camden, one of our very own football players, to see how he felt prior to the game and what he expected. Let's take it to him.
I'm here with Camden, and can you tell me about the football game last night?
So we played CM, and this was kind of like our final game for like district champs. Our next 2 games aren't really that much of competition. It's Zapata and like some other school, I don't even know. But we went out there with a lot of energy, and we just smacked them in the mouth. First defensive drive, 4 down, then we scored, and I don't know, we just did our thing. We had some help with freshmen, Jake Ross and Mark. They contributed to our team a lot, and yeah, we just went out there and did our thing. So.
Thank you. Now back to the studio.
And that's the latest on Calallen Sports. Now back to the anchors.
Thank you, Lauren.
And now it's time for your weather report with James right after this quick break.
Here you go, Doc. Thank you. Oh my God, you got a nasty pair of lungs on you. You must be the industrial worker from that chemical spill.
No, I'm the one from vaping.
Thank you, anchors, and good morning, Wildcats. Your weather forecast is presented to you by Baytech Robinson Families. And those heat indices, hate to say it, folks, but they are coming back. Currently, temperatures in the lower 80s, right at about 81 degrees. But that heat index is making it feel 5 degrees warmer, up towards 86. And of course, you've got that easterly wind at 9 miles an hour and that cloud cover to keep things a little bit cooler, but it's still warming up. Looking on your Doppler radar, once again, you can see very, very sparse precipitation, if any at all. And of course, those alerts from last week are carrying into this week with those small craft advisory, rip current statement, coastal flood advisory, the whole 9 yards, all the way until Wednesday morning. And those tropical waves that we were monitoring last week, they both produced tropical storms, and currently the one that is active is Tropical Storm Oscar, which is about to ricochet off to the northeast after moving west onto eastern Cuba last night. And that will be our final advisory for that storm as it moves out of our forecast area. And now on your 2 to 10 forecast, of course, you can see those heat indices approaching 90 degrees. Although it's actually going to be a little bit cooler than it has been recently in terms of the actual air temperature, those heat indices are going to make it feel a lot warmer. And of course, those winds increasing to 13 miles per hour by 6 p.m. and doing the rudimentary drop-off by 10 p.m. And your 3-day forecast, you can see those temperatures and conditions are going to stagnate once again with temperatures in the high 80s as well as some heat indices into the mid to low 90s. Those partly cloudy conditions will persist, no chance of rain, and easterly winds ranging from calm or no wind at all to about 10 miles per hour going into the next part of the week. With that, let's take it back to the anchors.
Thank you, James.
And that's all your announcements for today. But now it's time for your joke of the day. So guys, how do celebrities stay cool?
Oh no, how?
They got a lot of fans.
For all you social people out there, make sure you're following us on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram at CalallenTV for all the latest updates. Also subscribe to us here on YouTube to catch all of our latest videos.
And as always, stay classy, Calallen.